Frank Miller, The Dark Knight Returns.
This is Batman.
A future Batman.
What's the difference?
This story is a continuation based on an original series of characters. Do you guys know what that means?
Yes.
Aren't you supposed to be teaching us important books?
This graphic novel was as important to its style of literature as any book you can think of.
What's it about?
It's about a world that's become so tough that Batman fights Superman. You will tell me why he does that.
You're gonna start by teaching us a comic book, Miss Motorcycle?
Yeah. Can good change?
Good is good.
Can evil change?
It seems like just when we think we've seen the worst that there can be, somebody comes up with something.
Why do you suppose that is?
Because it's evil that fascinates us.
But doesn't good have to win in the end?
Does it?
So, I hear you want to dismiss a couple of educators, Yancy?
She's here one day, and she's teaching comic books.
Yeah? My first day, I taught the X-Men.
That's funny. Oh, no.
Now, why would I do that, I wonder? Matthews.
Well, you took characters we already loved to show us that good and evil wasn't always so black and white.
How come?
So we'd understand it better when you taught us the real books.
Corey, you were listening.
She was told by the principal not to teach us something, but she did anyways. It's gotta mean something.
Psst. Will you stop helping us?
Yeah, it means something. Now, may I see what you've learned? Because that's what means everything.
Farkle goes first. Farkle always goes first.
Stuart Minkus' kid?
Yeah.
Super genius?
Outer space.
Real human boy?
We're not sure yet.
Sit down.
I'll make the presentation.
You like this teacher?
I like both of these teachers.
Were you familiar with the material?
Me? No, I never saw this thing before. I never saw this thing before in my life. Yeah, I read it. I read it actually a lot.
Thanks for telling the truth.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
Now, I'd prefer someone who is unfamiliar with the material, someone who is notoriously unteachable.
How you doing?
Not you, Riley.
I only looked at the pictures.
I read the words.
It's a duet.
I hope you learned something, girls.
I learn something all of the time.
I come here because my apartment leaks.
Come here.
Yes?
I know you just say this stuff. I know you're a lot smarter than you want us to know.
We got this.
I hope so. Our future's in your hands.
In Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, the key word is dark. He doesn't write heroes or villains that you are used to. You have to really think about what's right and what's wrong.
The pictures make you work too. You have to look up, down, across, and sideways. But I believe he's trying to get us to look at what our own world has become. Up, down, across, and sideways.
Heroes that should be friends with a common goal fight each other instead.
One hero was trying to inspire his old friend to take a look at the world and realize that it has changed. So he needed to change too.
But he wouldn't. So he fought against him, which was hard to look at because the world is dark enough and heroes are supposed to bring light.
Everyone in this room knows that someone with real power doesn't need to hit a kid with a ruler to get the kid to want to learn.
Because this is a new world, and we don't do that here. Frank Miller turned a comic book into, what's the word?
You know the word?
Literature.